Let's get down to business. Lego time. Alright, a great big box of Lego Classic, which basically means all kinds of random pieces that Lego decided would be a good thing to put into a plastic box here. And as you can see, there's the potential for absolutely anything. These transparent orange cylinder bits, which could make flashing lights or possibly some sort of futuristic cyberpunk tree. Similar thing with the red the red translucent brick there. Windows, doors, wheels, all kinds of stuff. And if you remember seeing my last review, look, they tell you ideas are included. If you remember seeing my last review about a similar box, but one that was only half the size, made out of cardboard. This is made out of plastic, but it has cardboard on the front. So I'll just do that. Got much brighter light on the right. Yeah, this had exactly the same ideas in the booklet that came with the last one I shot, except it didn't have that camera. I wonder what else it might have. We've got this really weird looking character up here. Nothing on the sides. More or less a repeat of the design on the top there. And just all kinds of stuff here. Oh, you could possibly build this piece of construction equipment. And maybe this little teddy bear. Oh, or a very, very, very basic shop front or townhouse front or something like that. You know, if you've got really, really tiny little figures. Right, I suppose we gotta get this open. How do we... Oh, seals. Seals right here. And something's fallen over in the background. So, I'm going to ignore the distraction in the back and just work on this. I can always tidy up disasters in the back later. And for once, I've actually got a pair of scissors on me. Rather than a screwdriver or just pure brute force and ignorance. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of ignorance no matter what. And I'm not impressed by the lid because the lid just seems to come off quite easily. Maybe it wasn't secured properly, but it's definitely got sections here that allow it to, you know, you have to push in to let it go. The lid itself, even though that's on securely, supposedly on securely, doesn't really take much to come off without any effort. Yeah, see, I can just touch in there and everything's gone. Not a good job, although I do like the fact that they've taken the effort to make it look like a brick. I'll show you something else I've noticed. On the bottom, you've got more Lego bricks, and if you do this, it's supposed to lock together, be some sort of stacking unit. And it does, but it doesn't do so very well. These really needed to be able to, you know, lock into place a bit better. If these had been a little longer, a little deeper to actually fit into that gap there, it would have worked so much better. And yeah, as you can see, a little plate. Very different from the old plates we used to get when I was a kid, because they would have rounded edges here. This presumably is so that you can link it in together with other balls and do what you like. So several great big bags, and look, there's the instructions. Right, what I'm going to do, put all of that to one side, open the bags up one by one, go through the instructions. Oh look, is that a peacock or a woodcutter? No, woodpecker. I'm going to go through all of this and see what I can make. Looks like there's a moped and a little candy house to make. Alright, I shall see you when I see you. Okay, we're back again. And I've managed to build all of these little models, and I've just left all the rubble aside where I've pretty much left it. And I've got to say, as far as what you can build, actually pretty good. Some of them, like this little camera here, you've got to actually go online to get the instructions for them. I tried building it myself, and the only thing I couldn't figure out was how to actually attach this, because I couldn't find a corresponding black brick with any kind of connection. I could find the yellow one, but I had to go and check the instructions just to be sure. Yes, they want you to use yellow ones. Whoops, butterfingers. So of course you end up with that little yellow bit in the middle that just sort of sticks out like a sore thumb. Otherwise, that looks like a fairly reasonable reproduction of a camera. And of course, if you do Google Lego camera, you'll probably find lots and lots of really elaborate designs, which I think I'll be trying to copy myself at some point, or trying to figure out how you make. That said, you've got some that just don't really look like what they're supposed to be, because they're just sort of more sort of mini figures. You can sort of make a miniature diorama out of stuff like this. We've got this castle bit over here, this little town bit here, this little candy house type thing. I didn't bother putting this, the flowers in, couldn't be bothered. And then there was this woodpecker, which I quite like. It's nice and simple. Probably the most complicated thing is this little moped. Nice little wheel turning motion here, although it doesn't actually do anything below here, because it's not Lego Technic after all. It's just standard basic Lego. There's lots of spare parts, which is really why I bought the box. Okay, you could buy a couple of boxes of this when it's on cheap, you know, and basically get a bargain. And yeah, that's basically why I buy it more than anything else, to have plenty of cheap parts to supplement everything else, to supplement the other kits, to build them up so I can build more. Of course, you could just go onto the Lego website and just buy and build what you want. But ever since that Chinese artist fella got denied the ability to buy bricks because they were worried of his political message, I've been a little bit off Lego's online purchasing system, although they have obviously made changes to it since then, so that they're not actually going to ask you questions like, what do you intend to do with your Lego? Isn't it obvious? Build stuff out of Lego. I mean, that's what it's there for. Yeah. One thing I will say though, in general, while I basically had to figure out how some of these were put together, the instructions for those that you can, you know, actually build from the instruction manual, okay, are pretty nice and clear. The only thing is that out of the selection you've got, well, you've got this strange little tent thing. Okay, I'm assuming it's a tent. That goes with the Lego bit. You're supposed to be able to build another one with blue bricks. And there aren't the corresponding bricks here. You don't get this bit here in blue. And it's not even on here already, so it's not like you dismantle this to build something else. It's just not the relevant parts available. Yeah, c'est la vie. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.